He says, "My love, today is our wedding day. I hope you have taken the time to soak it all in just as I have. Enjoy this day unlike any other. Everyone here today sees your brilliance and loves you more than anything in the world. You are everything to me and will always be my most important person. I love you more than any words. And I can't possibly write or say so. Instead, I will show you every single day. And I can't wait to meet you at the altar. It's going to be just you and I. Love, Matt." Cute. Alright. Let's do this, huh?
Feel it now every time I leave. It hits me hard and it cuts me deep. I'm 1,000 miles from happiness, 1,000 miles from you. It's a far reach from you to me. I feel the time and the space between. It's 1,000 miles of loneliness, 1,000 miles from you. Every mile on my map leads to you. It leads to you. Every mile on my path leads to you. Every mile on my path leads to you. It leads to you.
Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it forever. On behalf of Matt and Jilly, I'd like to thank you all for being here this afternoon, for taking the time to make the journey, and for all the effort that it takes, not only to be here today, but to be a part of each other's lives. A special thanks to the Laws for graciously allowing us to have this moment at their home here in beautiful Evergreen. It's the perfect setting for this intimate gathering, celebrating your youngest daughter and your soon-to-be son-in-law. Before we begin, Matt and Julie asked that we take a moment to honor those loved who are not able to physically join us. With the lighting of this candle, we remember Julie's grandfathers, Doug and Harry, her grandmother Patty, Matt's grandfather Bert, and his grandmother Eloise. We're gathered on this day to celebrate the very best of what it means to be human. Today we celebrate love. The love shared between these strong, beautiful, tall people, and the love we all have for them. Love is our greatest unifier. It's our one universal truth. We try really hard to describe it when it's really just meant to be felt. And though we describe love in a lot of different ways, we know it when we see it. And we see it here today. I got here by way of my best friend Blair. Oh, everyone can be seated. That's a great cue. I got here by way of my best friend Blair, Julie's sister-in-law, and my wife and I have been so blessed to have been essentially adopted by this entire family over the last few years. We've gotten to see firsthand one of the most beautiful sisterhoods in existence, and gotten to know the moms, dads, aunts, and uncles that have fostered a life full of love for these girls and anyone that's lucky enough to be loved by them. This family, everyone here, knows what love is and doesn't accept anything less, not as parents, as partners, or friends. I remember the first time meeting Blair's new girlfriend and knowing right away it was more, and it was real, and it was big. Seeing her and Blair together, there weren't any more questions. The love they shared from the beginning could and would change it all. We moved to Colorado the same week as Erica and Andy, and I remember the first few weeks we spent time with them and seeing so clearly the deep and honest love they shared for each other. A few months after getting to know them, we didn't hesitate to jump on a plane and fly to Sheboygan to celebrate that love. Now, we get to see this real and powerful love fill Julie's life. Julie was always hesitant to bring people around, possibly because of the immediate family reunion that would ensue, but also because her standards were rightfully high, and she wasn't here to waste time. So, when we heard from the sisters that some guy named Matt was tagging along to our next outing, we had a hunch it could be big. In walked Matt, and on his arm, a free-spirited Julie, with a smile as wide as his. This was definitely big. It was obvious from the beginning, the comfort these two shared. None of us hesitated to dig deep right away, and we quickly saw their powerful and loving partnership unfold. They not only shared those big, beautiful smiles, they shared common values they could truly build a foundation upon. They both dream big, some maybe more practically than others, but neither are afraid to chase them. They have and will challenge each other and push each other to continue growing for the rest of their lives. Their love may feel new, but it is familiar. It is their own real, deep, and honest love, and it's what we get to celebrate and cement here today. Today, surrounded by people who adore you, both as individuals and as a pair, you'll commit your futures, your dreams, your highs and your lows to each other. Today, promises become permanent, friends become family, and two beautiful families become one. Matt and Julie would like to recognize their parents on this momentous occasion. Lauren, Dick, Chip, Marianne, Rick, and Dawn. They offer their profound gratitude for all the love and care you've shown in raising them. The unconditional gifts of love and support that you continually offer have inspired them to become who they are today. Without you, this day would not be possible. Dick, from day one, you always encouraged curiosity and strength within Julie. You told her to never stop asking questions and that there's always an answer to any problem. Two pieces of advice that still hold true to this day. Your unwavering love, trust, and support throughout her life gave Julie such high standards when it came to love, as she would always look for pieces of your character with potential suitors. Many have failed that test, and it wasn't until... just a couple. It wasn't until Matt that she could see a reflection of the way that you loved her in a partner. And now that she's found Matt, she'll be truly blessed by his love and support the rest of her life in harmony with yours. Lauren and Chip, you've moved everywhere Julie has in the last 5 years, including Houghton, Michigan, and now Colorado. So we're all wondering, you guys headed to Alabama with them?
Draw that line.
In all seriousness, Lauren, Julie is not only your youngest daughter, but she also shares your smile, your love for secondhand treasures, your warmth for people, and your unfailing ability to follow your heart. You instilled in her all the makings of what it means to be kind, to spread love, and to use your spirit to make the world a better place. You are her compass, and the reason she moves through her life the way she does. You are her inner voice, you support her dreams, and lend a hand when it doesn't quite work out, and she wouldn't be who she is today without you as a mom. And Chip, you've been a stable source of love and laughter since you came into Julie's life, and always lend a listening ear. She'll always be grateful for the unconditional love and laughter you've given her. From day one, you were instantly part of the family. For Matt, he got to be both an only child and a big brother, in stages of his life which made every step of his journey filled with adventure and love. His mom, Marianne, is strong, independent, incredibly intelligent, fostering those ideals into Matt as he has developed into the man here today. His father Rick is the steadfast grounding force that has set the example for how to be a man, which is perfectly complemented by his wonderful wife Dawn, loving, compassionate, and easygoing. Together they've been the guiding example of what love and marriage is. Matt and Julie would also like to honor their siblings, who have helped shape and mold them throughout their lives. Erica, Adrian, Blair, Andy, Will, and Abby. For Julie, being the youngest meant having a clear, well-paved road most of her life. Her beautiful, brave sisters led the way, showed her how to be bold, be powerful, love fearlessly, and fail honestly. And always laugh a little too loud. Somewhere along the way, she gained 2 more siblings in Blair and Andy, and has been so blessed with their kind humor, their generous spirits, and the way they show up for the family. Lucky doesn't even begin to describe how Julie feels to have you 4 in her life. Will and Abby, Matt's younger siblings, without realizing it, have taught Matt what life is truly all about. Love. What is a more pure form of love than an older brother learning how to be just that and growing into himself in the process? So, with all this love in this space, let's get on to why we're here, yeah? Nothing is easier than standing here today and saying these words, and nothing is more difficult than living them day to day. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time in the exact same way. That's impossible. Yet that's what most of us expect. We forget the ebb and flow of life, of love, of relationships. We insist on permanence, duration, continuity, but in love, as in life, the only stability is in change, growth, and freedom. Therefore, what you promise today must be renewed, reaffirmed, tomorrow and all the tomorrows to come. This ceremony is not magic. It will not create a relationship that does not already exist and has already been celebrated in all of the commitments you two have made to each other on the way. What we're celebrating today is not the beginning of a marriage, but a marriage already in progress. All of the conversations that were held riding in a car, over a meal, hopefully not an MRE, or during long walks. All those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, you will, we will. Those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. This ceremony is a symbol of how far you two have come together, and a symbol of the promises that you'll continue to make to each other throughout your lives. The symbolic vows you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it. Every word of it. Take a moment, look at each other, and absorb this moment. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another. You've been friends, partners, dog parents, fiancés. But now you shall say a few words that take you across the thresholds of life, and things will never be quite the same with you. For after these vows, you'll say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife.
I'm going first.
You are?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I call it. So I don't forget. Okay. Matthew. Oh no. Let me start off by saying that you are the most beautiful person inside and out. And I don't know how I got so lucky to be your wife. Ooh, you make me better every day with your consistent and steady love. And you help me confront my biggest fears and my shortcomings. And you show me what unconditional love is every day. Even after the worst of me came to the surface, you remained focused on me and saw me through the mess and helped me put it all back together. That's when I knew you were going to be my life partner, when we both agreed to accept each other for both the bad and the good. Babe, you are both my safe place and my biggest adventure. I vow to never take your love for granted. I vow to always show up for you. And I vow to always put us first. I vow to always keep you and our family as my North Star in my life, no matter what comes our way and what knocks us off course. I vow to always fight to get us back on track, whatever it takes. I vow to learn how to be a better cook for you, and I'll learn how to make mac and cheese that rivals the box kind. I vow to play with you, to leave room for silliness and laughing till we cry. I vow to love you without possession, to be your equal in all things, and to always give you room for mistakes. I vow to be your home, and I vow to create a killer life with you, and I vow to be your best buddy forever and always.
My love, today is one of those moments in time that we will remember for the rest of our lives. Today is not a destination, but rather the first step towards our forever. A wonderfully long road that will have ups, downs, rights, lefts, zigs, and zags. But I know with everything I am that as long as I have you by my side, even the hardest days will be filled with laughter, love, and a healthy dose of forehead time. You are my person, my closest friend, my unwavering supporter. You're brilliant, funny, beautiful, and very simply the best human being I've ever met. I realized a long time ago that the best thing I will ever be a part of or accomplish will be the relationship we have built and continue to build together. It will be forever the highlight of my life. Your love has changed the very fabric of the world around me. You have made me more compassionate, more driven, more focused, and simply a better man. I promise to never forget that. I promise to always be your protector, your confidant, and your best friend. I promise to always be the first person on the court to play for Team Jilly, although I'm sure your sisters will have a thing or two to say about that. I promise to water your flower and always make sure you get all the sun you need. I promise to let you dream as big as you always have, but maybe sometimes develop a plan of attack from time to time. I promise to put the toilet seat down and to always love Harry. I promise to challenge you and help you grow. I promise to pick you up on your hardest days and to celebrate all of your achievements, big and small. But most importantly, I promise today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 10 years from now, and forever, that I will always choose you and I will love you every single day.
Great job, guys. Who's going first? Same order?
I don't know.
Put it on him. Do you, Matt, agree to keep Jilly as your favorite person? To laugh with her, go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day? Do you, Jilly, agree to keep Matt as your favorite person? To laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through all of life's tough moments, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day? Do you, Matt and Jilly, agree to be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the best in one another, share in your happiest moments together, hold the weight of each other's burdens, and love each other absolutely for the rest of this lifetime and for whatever it may come next?
We do.
Matt and Jilly, no one but you can declare yourselves married. You've begun it here today, speaking your vows before your family and friends, and you will do it again in the days and years to come. Standing by each other, sharing the highs and lows of life, you will not be alone in this, as all of us here have committed to supporting you on this journey. May your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements marriage should bring. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you look for things to praise, often say, I love you, and take no notice of small faults. May you have happiness, and may you find it, making one another happy, and may you have love, and may you find it in loving one another. We've waited long enough. It is my absolute honor, by the power of your love and the state of Colorado, to pronounce you married. You guys can smooch if you want. Family friends for the very first time, I present to you Matt and Jilly Burtnett.